China, home of the Great Wall, delicious dumplings and brainwave-scanning headbands. That's right, folks, over there some schools are strapping these futuristic gadgets onto students' heads. Imagine a world where your teacher knows when your mind wanders off to that delicious lunch you packed. These headbands aren't tracking daydreams about spring rolls, though. They're measuring concentration levels. It's all done through EEG, which sounds complicated because it is. Basically, it's like a heart rate monitor for your brain. And just like your gym teacher yelling at you to do one more burpee, this data gets sent straight to the teacher's computers. Parents get a front row seat to their kids' focus, or lack thereof, too. Teachers are using this tech to play brain detective. They can pinpoint which students are struggling to stay engaged. Little Johnny having trouble with algebra, the headband will tell. Reports are generated, graphs are made, and suddenly everyone knows if you're acing the attention game or falling asleep at the intellectual wheel. And you thought pop quizzes were stressful. This isn't just about catching sleepy students, though. China has big plans for AI. Think global domination, but instead of conquering land, they're conquering algorithms. They're pouring resources into AI-driven education, partnering with tech giants and startups alike. The goal? Well, it's twofold. First, they want those grades up. Higher test scores, better rankings, the whole shebang. Second, all that data from those headbands, it's not just for teacher gossip anymore. It's being fed into massive algorithms, making them smarter, faster, and potentially scarier than a plate of century eggs. But wait, there's more. Because some schools aren't stopping at headbands. We're talking robots assessing student health and engagement. We're talking microchips in uniforms tracking every bathroom break and awkward hallway encounter. We're talking systems that monitor phone use and, get this, yawning. Big Brother is watching and he's got some serious tech at his disposal. Now, you might be thinking, hold on, John, this sounds a bit intense. And you'd be right, this whole thing has sparked quite the debate, and not just because some of these headbands clash with school uniforms. People are worried about privacy. What happens to all that data? Who has access to it? Is it being sold off to the highest bidder like some dystopian fire sale? Even scientists are scratching their heads. Neuroscientists, the folks who study brains for a living, are skeptical. They're saying, hey, using EEG on kids outside a doctor's office? That's a bold move, China. The technology is still developing and there are concerns about inaccurate readings. Plus, there's limited research on whether any of this actually improves learning. And what about the students stuck wearing these things? Well, it's a mixed bag. Some feel like they're under constant surveillance, like they're starring in their own personal Black Mirror episode. Others seem to dig it, enjoying the competitive edge and the fact that their parents can't accuse them of not paying attention anymore. Teachers, meanwhile, are stuck in the middle, trying to balance these concerns with the potential benefits of a high-tech classroom. So, is this the future of education? Are we all destined to have our brains monitored while we try to learn long division? It's hard to say. China is forging ahead, determined to be at the forefront of this technological revolution. But the big question remains, at what cost? We don't know the long-term impact of all this on young minds. Will it create a generation of hyper-focused, data-driven robots, or will it stifle creativity and independent thought? Only time will tell. One thing's for sure, though. The future of education is looking more and more like a sci-fi movie every day, and not always the feel-good kind.